I learned in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He was very near by this, not but 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Ah, much? Yes, it very well deserved, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion. He hath indeed better bettered expectation than you must expect of me to tell you how.
I pray you, is Signor Monsanto returned from the wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There were none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Ah, he has returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
Oh, I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meet with you. I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
He is a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier, too, lady.
And a good soldier, too, a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went holting off, and now is the whole man governed with 1. Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your books.
No, and if he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion?
He is most seen in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord, he will hang upon it like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro is approached!
Good, Signor Leonardo. You have come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid costs, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace. For trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Would we doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no. For then were you a child.
Oh, you have its full Benedict. Julie, the lady, fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina, as like him as she is.
Wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die? Well, she had such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict.
Ah!
Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain. If you come come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turn for it. But it is certain I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I would I could find it in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
I see your happiness to women. This elf's been troubled by a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and for such a face as yours were.
You are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so will continue. But keep your way. In God's name, I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you're old.
That's the sum of all, Leonardo. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lady. Being reconciled to the prince your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. Though I'm not of many words, I thank you.
Is it your bracelet on?
Your hand, Leonardo. We will go together.
Benedict. Didst thou know the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I know her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Why, in faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation can I afford her, that were she any other than as she is, she were unhandsome. And be no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkst I'm in sport. Tell me truly how thou likest her. Would you buy one and do so inquire after her? Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and the case to put it into.
What secret hath held you here that you follow not to Leonardo's?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear, Count Claude? I can be as secret as a dumb man. I would have you think so, but on my allegiance. Mark you this. On my allegiance, he is in love. With who? Now that is your grace's part. Mark you how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
If this were so worthy of her.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord?
By my troth, I speak my thoughts.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two troths and face, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
And I neither see how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will dine it at the stake.
Oh, thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of youth.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But all women shall pardon me. I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, but not with love.
Good Signor Benedict. Repair to Leonardo's, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper.
I have almost matter enough for such an embassage, and so I commit you.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord. When you went onward in this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye. That liked, but had a rougher task at hand than to drive likings in the name of love. But now I've returned, and those war thoughts have left their places vacant, and in their rooms can throw me soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Oh, thou wilt be like a lover presently, and tire the hero with a book of words. If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise and tell fair hero I am Claudio. And in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart and take her, herein prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then, after to her father I will break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
He is very busy about it. But brother, I can tell you strange news that you yet dreamt not of.
Are they good?
As the event stamps them, they show well outward, but they have a good cover. The prince and Count Claudio were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Count Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance.
Hath the fellow any wit that told you this?
A good, sharp fellow. I will send for him and question him yourself.
No, no, no. We will hold it as a dream till it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter withal, that she may be the better prepared for an answer. Cousins! You know what you have to do? Oh, I cry for mercy, friend. Go you with me, and I will use your skill. Good cousin, have a care this busy time.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach and wait on no man's business. Sleep when I am drowsy and tend on no man's leisure. Laugh when I am merry and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make full show of this till you may do it without controlment. Have of late stood out against your brother, and he has taken you newly into his grave.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grave.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
Who comes here? What news brought you?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince your brother is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to build mischief on? But is he but a fool who betroths himself to unquietness?
Mary, 'tis your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
A proper squire. And who? And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
Come, come, let us thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me.
To the death, my lady.
We'll wait upon your ladyship.
Ha ha! Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw her not.
She is of a very melancholy disposition. He were an excellent manner made just midway between her and Benedict. The one is too like an image and says nothing, the other ever more tattling.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
If God sends me no husband, I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in music, cousin, if you not be rude in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him that there's measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For hear me, hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting is as a Scotch jig, a measure, and a syncope. The first suit is fast and hasty as a Scotch jig, as full as fantastical. The wedding, manly, modest, full of state and ancientry as a measure. And then comes repentance, and with his bad legs falls into the syncopes, faster and faster, until he sinks into his grave!
Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
The rebel is rendered. Brother, make good words.
Oh! Hey!
Hey!
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing? I am yours for the walk. And especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
Oh, and when please you to say so.
When I like your favor. For God defend the lute should be like the case.
Oh, my visor is Philemon's roof. Within the house is Joe.
Why, then your visor should be fast.
Speak low if you speak loud.
Well, I would you did like me.
So would not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
I will love you the better. And here's my cry on that.
God match me with a good dancer,
Amen.
and God keep him out of my sight when this dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more words. The clerk is answered.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
Add a word, I am not.
I know you by the wagging of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
You could not do the man so ill well, lest you were the very man. Here is his dry hands, up and down. You are he, you are he.
Add a word, I am not.
Come, come. Can virtue hide itself? Graces will appear, and there's an end.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you tell me who you are.
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of 100 merry tales? Well, this was Signor Benedict that told you so.
What? What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he's the prince's jester. A very dull fool.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Oh, do. Will but break a comparison or two on me, which peradventure not marked or laughed at, will strike him into a melancholy. And then there's a parched wing saith, the fool eat no supper that night. Are not you Signor Benedict?
You know me well, I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love.
He is enamored on Hero. Pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
I too heard him say that he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us go.
Count Claudio.
Yea, same.
Come, we go. I pray, leave. Oh, now you strike like a blind man.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Now, Signor, where's the Count? Did you see him?
I found him here. Melancholy as a lodge in a wood.
Oh, the Lady Beatrice had the quarrel with you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not knowing I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. She speaks poniards and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would back to the North Star. I would would not marry her, though she were endowed with all that Ammon left him before he transgressed.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service now to the world's end? I will go on the slightest errand to the Antipodes that you can advise to send me on. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest edge of Asia, bring you the length of Prester John's foot, fetch you a hair off the great Cham's beard, do you any embassage to the pygmies, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy who have no employment for.
None but to desire your good company.
God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Yea, my lord. He lent it to me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry once before he won it of me with false dice, therefore your grace may well say, I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you exact?
Not sad.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
Here, Claudio. I have put in my name, and fair hero is one. I have broke with her father, and his good will obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let him not speak neither.
Oh, in faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. Poor fool, it keeps on the windy side of care. Oh, my cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good lord, poor lions. There goes everyone to the world, but I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner cry, hey, ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Hath your grace ne'er a brother like you? Your father's got excellent husbands if a maid can come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord, unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me, for I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Niece, will you look to those things that I told you of?
By your grace's pardon.
Oh. By my troth, an excellent sweet lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, Pedro.
Oh, she were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, my lord, if they were married but a week, they would talk themselves mad.
I will undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other.
My lord, I am for you.
And I, my lord.
And I.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
Benedict is not the unhopefullest husband that I know. Thus far I can praise him. He is of the noble strain, of reproved valor and confirmed honesty. If we can do this, Cupid shall no longer be an archer, for his glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lady, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinal to me. I'm sick in my displeasure then.
I believe I told your ladyship a year since how I am much in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to hero.
I remember.
I can at any unseasonable instant of the night appoint her to look outside her lady's chamber window.
What light is in this to be the death of this marriage?
Go you to the prince your brother, and spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up. who contaminated stale such a one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Go then and find me a meet hour with which to draw the Prince and Count Claudio. Tell them that you know that Hero loves me. They'll scarcely believe this without trial, but offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero, hear her term me Claudio, and bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding.
Be cunning in the working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be constant in your accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn their day of marriage.
Boy!
Signor,
In my chamber window lies a book. Bring it hither to me in the orchard.
I am here already, sir.
I know that, but I would have thee hence and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife, and now he'd rather hear the tabor and the pipe. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. But till all races be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll not. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color, please God? The Prince and Monsieur Love. I will hide me.
Come, shall we hear this music? Yea, my good lord. See where Benedict hath it himself? Very well, my lord. Come, Balthazar. We'll hear that song again.
Oh, good, my lord. Tax not so bad a voice to send music any more than once.
It is the witness still of excellency to put a strange face on his own perfection. Now, pray thee sing and let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing, since many a wooer doth commence his suit to her he thinks not worthy, yet he woos and yet he swears he loves.
Oh, now pray thee come, or if thou wilt hold longer argument, do it in notes.
Note this, before the notes, my lord, there's not a note of mine that's worth a noting.
Why, these are very cries that he speaks. No notes, forsooth, and nothing.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One foot in sea and one on shore, to one thing constant never. Then sigh not so, and let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny. Sing no more ditties, sing no mo. of dumps so dull and heavy, the fraud of man was ever so, since summer first was levied. Then sigh not so, and let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny.
Oh, by my troth,
And an ill singer, my lord.
Oh, come hither, Leonardo. Oh, what was it you told me of today? That the Lady Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
Aye, stop on, the foul sits. I would never have thought she would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful how she is so dote on Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behavior seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Since when in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection past the infinite thought.
Well, maybe she thought McCarter.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit! There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook well, and this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit you! You heard my daughter tell you.
She did indeed.
Oh, how, pray you? Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
No! And swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed. So your daughter says. Shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
This says she when she is only beginning to write to him. For she will be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she has read her sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hairs, prays, curses, oh sweet Benedict! God give me patience!
She doth indeed. My daughter says so. And the ecstasy has so much overborne her, that my daughter is sometime afeard that she will do a desperate outrage to herself. Oh, 'tis very true.
That Benedict knew of this, by some other she will not discover.
To what end? He would make but a sport of it, and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, if one arms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And she's exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
He's a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
Before God and in my mind, very wise.
Oh, he hath indeed shown some sparks that are like wit.
My lord, will you walk?
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from here on. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me. Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censored. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she will rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry her. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their distractions and can put them to amending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth. I can bear the witness. And virtuous. 'Tis so. I cannot approve it. And wise, but for loving me.
by my troth, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be heartily in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I have so long railed against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter. A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. It shall quips and sentences, and these paper bullets of the brain, awe a man from the career of his humor. No, the world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By mistake, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love on her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains in those things than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yay! Just so much as you may take upon a nice point and choke the doll with all. If you have no stomachs in your fare, you will.
Ha! Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as much to say, any pains I take for you is as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity of her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a fool. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret, run thee into the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the Prince and Claudio.
I will make her come. I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of that. When I do name him, let it be thy heart to praise him more than ever man did merit.
I'll begin. The pleasantest angling is to see the fish cut with her golden oar the silver stream, and greedily devour the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice, who even now sits couching in the woodbine-covered church. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go be near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false bait that we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you so sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
But why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full, as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart prouder self than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn lie sparkling in her eyes.
Yea, and therefore certainly it were not good to let her know that, lest she make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. I never guess one man. How wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured. Yet she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If low, an agate very wryly cut. If speaking, why, a vein blown with all winds. If silent, why, a block moved with none. So turned she every man the wrong side out.
Sure, such carving is not commendable.
But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit.
Yet tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion. And truly, I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with. One doth not know how much an ill word may poison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. Surely she cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a man as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always accepted, my dear Claudio.
Be not angry, me madam, speaking my fancy. But Signor Benedict, worship, forbearing, for argument and valor, goes foremost in the court throughout Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it ere he had it.
What fire is in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the backs of such. And Benedict, love on! I will requite thee!
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, and then go I towards Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the gloss of your new marriage as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. No, I will only be bold with Benedict for his company.
Gallants, I'm outside beams.
Say I methinks you are sadder.
I have the toothache.
What sigh for the toothache?
Well, everyone can master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
Oh, there is no appearance of fancy in him. Unless it be a fancy that he hath for strange disguises as to be a Dutchman today, a Frenchman tomorrow, or in the shape of two countries at once. A German from the waist downward all Slavs, and a Spaniard from the waist upward. No.
Oh, Mayo rubs himself with civet. You can smell him out by that.
That's as much as to say the sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is in his melancholy.
And when does he want to wash his face?
Yea, or to pay himself.
Old Signor, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
My lord brother, God save you.
Good e'en, sister.
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
I came hither to tell you, and circumstance assuring, for she has been too long talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero.
Even she, Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
Wonder not to further warrant, go but with me tonight and see her chamber window entered even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her, but it would better suit your honor to change your mind.
If I see anything tonight, why I should not marry her tomorrow in the congregation where I shall wed, there I will shame her.
And, as I would for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further, you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Yea, or else you are pity. But they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
Hugh Oatcake, sir, or George Seagull, for they can both write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Seagull. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to read and write comes by nature.
Both which, Master Constable?
You have! I knew it would be your answer. I'm not thought to be the most senseless and fit man to be constable. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You are to comprehend all vagrant men and bid any man stand in the prince's name.
However will not stand.
What? Why then, take no note of them, but let them go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
He will not stand when he is bidden. He is none of the prince's subjects.
Truly, you ought to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. Also, you ought to make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We'd rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Speak like an ancient, most quiet watchman. I do not see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care your bill not be stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Well, then leave them alone till they sober. And if they make you not, the better answer is, you may say, they are not the man you took them for.
Well, sir.
You meet a thief. You may suspect him by virtue of your office. To be no true man, unless you meddle or make with him. More is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
By your office you may, but I think they that touch pitch be defiled. A peaceable way. You do take a thief, is that you show himself for what he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called the merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, nor any man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and therefore will not hear us?
Then depart in peace and let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb beg, will not hear a calf when it mews.
'Tis very true.
Well, this is the end of the charge. Good night, neighbors. And if there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsel and your own. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here and then all to bed.
One more! I pray you keep an eye on Signor Leonardo's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, I sense a great toil tonight. Well, masters, adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
What's comrade?
He, stir not!
Comrade, I say.
Here, man, I'm at the elbow.
I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible any villainy should be so dear?
Some treason. Masters, yet stand close.
Know that tonight I have wooed Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. He leans me out her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell her to go while. First I should tell you how the prince master, planted, placed, and possessed by my master Don John saw far off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they murdered his hero?
Two of them did, but Prince and Claudio, away went Claudio in rage, swore that he would meet her as he was appointed at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw or night, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name, stand!
Call the ringmaster constable! We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that ever was known in the Commonwealth.
Masters, masters, you speak! We charge you, let us obey you to go with us!
Likely to be made a goodly commodity, being taken up by these men's bills. Ah!
The commodity in question, I'll warrant you. Come, we'll obey you!
Troth, I think your other rubato were better.
No, crazy, good Meg. I'll play this.
No, but my troth's not so good, and I warned you. Your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new tie with it excellently. If the hair were thought browner, and your gown's the most rare fashiony thing. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown, that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
No, by my troth's but a nightgown in respect of yours. Cloth of gold and cuts and laced with silver, set with pearls down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts, round underborne with a bluish tinsel. But for fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 odd.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Pray upon thee, art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable without a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you would have me say, saving your reverence, a husband, and bad thinking, do not rest true speaking, I'll offend nobody. But is there any harm in the heavier of a man? None, I think. And it'd be the right husband, and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light, and not heavy. Ask my Lady Beatrice else. Here she comes.
Good morrow, coz. Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now?
You speak in the sick tune. I am out of all other tune, methinks.
Classics in polite love. That goes without a burden. Do you sing it and I'll dance it?
It's almost 5 o'clock, cousin. By the time you are ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill. These gloves the count sent me. They are an excellent perfume. I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuff. There's goodly catching up.
Oh, God, help me. God, help me! How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it, does not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Carduus Benedictus and lay it to your heart.
Benedictus? Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus!
No, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think, perchance, that I think you are in love. Nay, by lady, I am not such a fool to think what I list, nor I list not to think what I can, nor indeed I cannot think. If I were to think my heart is thinking, that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love, as Benedict. Whoo, he is such another. He's become a man. He swore he would never marry, and now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meats without grudging. And how he may be converted, I know not, but me
me things, you look with your eyes as other women do.
What paces is that thy tongue keeps?
Not a lost gallop.
Madam! Withdraw. The prince, the count, your father, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch you to church.
Help me to dress, good cuz, good Meg, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Very, sir. I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see, it is a very busy time.
Yea, very, sir. That is his thing.
Yes, in truth, it is, sir.
What is it, my good friends?
Lady Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old woman, sir. Her wits are not so blunt as, God help, I would desire they were, yet as honest as the skin between her brows.
Yes. I thank God I'm as honest as any woman living. That's as an old woman and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous. Labras, neighborhood.
Neighbors who are tedious.
Oh, if it pleases your worship to say so.
I would say, know what you have to say.
One word, sir. Our watcher have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons who have this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself, and bring it to me, for I am in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
Shall we, supplicants?
They stay for you to give your daughter to Claudia.
I'll wait upon them, I am ready. Come, Friar Francis, be brief, only to the plain form of marriage, and you shall recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
To be married to her. Friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this lord.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer. None.
Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back, whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness.
There, Leonato. Take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She is but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold, how like a maid she blushes here. Oh, what authority and show of truth can cunning sin cover itself withal?
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton. I know what you would say. If I have known her, you will say she did embrace me as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonato, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on thee, seaman, I will write against it.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone to link my dear friend to a common stain. stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
Oh, God, defend me. How am I beset?
What man was he talked with you yesternight, outer to window, betwixt the hour of 12 and 1?
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maiden. Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear. Upon my honor, myself, my sister, and this grieved count did see her, hear her at that hour last night talk with some ruffian at her chamber window.
Fie, they are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoke of. There is not chastity enough in language to spoke them without offense. Thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Why, Hannah, wherefore sit you down? Come, let us go. These things come thus to like smother her spirit up.
How about the lady?
Dead, I think. Help! Uncle! Heroes! Why, heroes? Uncle! Signor Benedict! Fire!
O fate! Take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
Oh no, cousin hero!
Have comfort, lady.
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Can she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes!
Hear me a little! For I have only been silent so long, and given way unto this course of fortune. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames. In angel whiteness beat away those blushes, and in her eye there hath appeared a fire to burn away the errors that these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool. Trust not my readings nor my observations, with which experimental seal doth warrant the tenor of my book. Trust not my age, reverence, calling, nor divinity. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here, under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace that she hath left is that she will not add to her damnation the sin of perjury. She not denies it.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me. I know none.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
2 of them have a very bent of honor, and if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lies in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in fraying villains.
Your daughter here, the princes left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument hang mournful epitaphs and do all rites that appertain unto a burial.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried shall, on her behalf, change slander to remorse. That is some good. But not for that dream I on this strange course, but on this travail look for greater birth. She dying, as it must be so maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For so it falls out that what we have we prize not to the worth whiles we enjoy it, but being lacked and lost, why, then we rack the value. Then we find the virtue that possession would not show us while it was ours. So will it fare with Claudio. When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life, into the eye and prospect of his soul, than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his liver, and wish he had not so accused her, no, though he thought his accusation true. Let this be so, and as not but success, will fashion the event in better shape than I can lay it down in likelihood. But if only but this be love false, The supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy. And if it sort not well, you may conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation, in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonato, let the friar advise you, and though you know my inward missing love is very much on to the Prince and Claudio, yet by my honor, I will deal in this as secretly and justly as your soul should with your body. Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
Ah, how much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way. No such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you.
Is that not strange?
As strange as a thing, I know not. It were as possible for me to say that I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing. Nor I deny nothing. Oh, I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear, eat
I will
it.
swear by that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
There's no sauce that can be devised to it. I protest I love thee.
Why then God forgive me!
My defense, sweet Beatrice.
You stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest. I love you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much in my heart that none is left to protest.
Bid me do anything for you.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
Kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I'm torn loving here. There is no love in you. Say, I pray you let me go.
Let me be.
In faith I will go.
Let's be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of a villain, that hath slandered, scorned, and dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What, to bear with her in hand until I come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor? Oh, God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace! Talk with a man out a window, a proper saying.
Nay, Beatrice,
Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone!
Beatrice,
Princes and counties, truly a princely testimony, a goodly count, Count Convict, a sweet gallant surely! Oh, that I were a man for his sake!
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio the wronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you.
assembly. Up here.
Which be the malefactors?
Marry, sir, that am I, and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
Aye, but which be the ones that are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Ferraccio.
Write down B-O... Raccio. Yours, sir?
I am a gentlewoman, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentlewoman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Write down they hope they serve God. I'll answer for yourself.
Marry, sir, we say we are not.
A marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about with her. Come hither, sirrah. A word in your ear, sirrah. Thought that you are false knaves?
Sir, I say to you, we are not.
Then stand aside, for God they are both in a tale. You writ down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. Call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Mary, that's the eftest way. Now come on. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's sister, was a villain.
Down Princess John a villain. Oh, why, this is flat perjury to call the prince's sister villain.
Master Constable, if I could...
Prithee, peace, for I do not like thy look, I assure you.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received of Don John 1,000 ducats for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Nay, by mass that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his word, to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly, and not marry her.
Oh, Billy, thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more matters than you can deny. This morning was Princess John secretly stolen away, and Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of it, suddenly died. Master Constable, have these men bound and brought to Leonardo's. I will go before and show him their examination.
Ground, the opinion.
Let them be.
Away! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that you were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though not be written down, forget not that I am an ass. Turn them away. Oh, that you were here to write me down an ass.
I pray thee, peace. I will be flesh and blood, for there was never yet philosopher that could endure the toothache's patience.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know. So shall the prince and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here comes the prince and Claudio, hastily.
Good Ian, good Ian. Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Oh, some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay! Do not quarrel with us, good old man.
Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand if it should give your age such cause to fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, tush, man. Never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool. Thy slander have gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so daff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill 2 of us, and men indeed! But that's no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy, come follow me. Sir boy, I'll whip you from your foining fence. Nay, as I am a gentleman, I will. Content yourself. God knows I love my niece, and she is dead, slandered to death by villains that dare as well answer a man indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops!
Brother Antony!
Hold you content. What, man? I know them, yea, and what they weigh, e'en to the utmost scruple. Scrambling, outfacing, fashion-monging boys that lie, cog, and flout, deprave, and slander, go antically show outward hideousness, then speak off 6 dangerous words how they might hurt their enemies if they durst. And this is all.
Brother Antony.
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle, let me deal in this.
Gentlemen of both, we will not wake your patience. Leonardo, my heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on mine honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord, my lord!
I will not hear you.
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall. Or some of us are smart for it.
Oh, see, here comes the man you went to see.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, Signor. You were almost come to part, almost afraid.
We have like to have had our 2 noses snapped off. 2 old men without teeth.
Signor Leonardo and his brother, what thinkest thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to see thee, for we are high-proved melancholy and fain have beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
Just a word in your ear.
God bless thee for your challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
Oh, but when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
And text underneath. Here goes Benedict, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue from your company. Your sister the bastard has fled from the scene. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. My lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is an earnest
A most profound earnest. And all warrant you for the love of being.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincere.
Did he not say my sister was fled? Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruth. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have done unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what is their offense. Sixth, and lastly, why they are committed. And to conclude, what do you lay to their charge?
Sweet prince, I've deceived even your very eyes. These shallow fools in the night overheard me confessing to this woman how Dom Jean, your sister, enticed me to slander the Lady Hero, and how you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation, and briefly I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while he uttered it.
And did my sister set thee onto this?
Yea, and paid me very richly for the practice of it.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonardo of the matter. Masters, do not forget to specify that when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
I'm his master, Signor Leonardo.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. The third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
But by my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
Possess the people of Messina here how innocent she died. Hang her an epitaph for all to see, and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears from me. I do embrace your offer, and for henceforth dispose of poor Claudia.
Moreover, sir, it will not be under white and black. Do not forget that this plaintiff, the offender, did call me an ass. To be remembered in the punishment.
There's for your pains.
God save the foundation.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Oh, pray, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of beauty.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it. For in most comely truth, thou servest it.
To have no man come over me. Why shall I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret. It will not hurt a woman. And so I pray thee, albeit this, I give thee the bucklers.
Give us the swords, we have bucklers of our own.
If you use them, Margaret, you must put in the pikes with the butts, and they are dangerous weapons for maids.
Well, I will copy a gist to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come.
the god of love that sits above and knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I need singing, but in love. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried, but I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now. Yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I depart unkissed.
I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a carrot. And I pray thee now, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil that they will not admit any good parts to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. A good epithet. I do indeed suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, methinks. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to rule peaceably. And I pray thee now, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you
Very ill, too.
serve God, love me, and men? And there I will leave you too, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle's. Yonder is old Coils at home. My lady hero have been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John, the author of it all. Will you come presently?
Will you come hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. And moreover, I will go thee to thy house.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the error that you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears in the true course of all the question.
Well, I am glad that all things sort so well.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber by yourselves. And when I send for you, come hither masked.
Right. I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me, or undo me. One of them, in the state of honorable marriage, in which I shall desire your help.
Oh, my heart is with your liking!
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind. Is this the monument?
It is.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter?
I think he thinks upon the savage book.
Sir, some such strange bull leaped your father's cow, and got a calf in the same noble feat. Much like you, for you have just his bleed.
Oh, for this I owe you. Here come other reckonings. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same is she, and I do give you her.
Why? She's mine. Sweet. Let me see her face.
No, that you shall not, till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
Nothing certain. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
Oh, the former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify when after that the holy rites are ended.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no more than reason.
Why then, your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been deceived.
They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
So, no more than reason.
Why then my cousin, Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here is a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
Amir!
Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you. By this great day I healed upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace! I will stop your mouths!
How dost thou, Benedict? The married man.
Aha! Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, so that we may lighten our own hearts and our lives here.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my work.
Therefore, play music.
Prince,
And what's that?
get thee a wife, For there is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your sister John is ta'en in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Not on her till tomorrow. I'll devise you brave punishments for her. Strike up, pipers!